what despite the really tough loss of the Los Angeles Clippers versus the New Orleans Pelicans, Brandon Boston had an amazing, extraordinary performance. My man literally dropped 46 points he, in the Agua Caliente game. Of course, unfortunately, not many people could watch it live because people are either at work or at school. Um, but however, he was literally a monster, and that dude he is nothing but a certified bucket, just a certified bucket. Like he's pretty much like if I had to give a comparison, I would compare him with Tracy McGrady because he shoots like Tracy McGrady. He creates his shots like Tracy McGrady. He dribbles like Tracy McGrady. Like a lot of people want to compare him to Brandon Ingram or Kevin Durant, which is those are good comparisons as well. But check how Brandon Boston and Tracy McGrady shoots. It is extremely similar. But for some reason, um, players like Brandon Boston and Jay Scrub, which is Jay Scrub, he did it wasn't as spectacular, but he did okay considering as a G League player. But this is pretty much more focused on Brandon Boston. But like I said, like the biggest Achilles heels of the Clippers is shot creations, and it's not like we don't have the talent because I know like every time when the Clippers would have um would have big hiccups and growing pains, like a lot of short-minded people would be wanting we saying all the stuff that we need to trade for a third star, we have to make a trade or like do something big, like go all in and all stuff. Which is again, I respect their take. It's their opinion, and everybody has their own opinions, and that's the good part because you get to see all types of sides. But my take is we have talent. It's just they're on the G League team. Like like again, but I'm gonna give Ty Lue a benefit of the doubt that he's just trying to raise Amir Coffey's trade value, which is Amir Coffey's actually playing solid on defense, which is I'm sure some teams would be fine with would be willing to trade for Amir Coffey because he plays solid on defense, but his offense is just kind of meh still. I mean, he didn't do too much tonight, but again, I think Ty Lue's just trying to kill two birds in one stone, in my personal opinion. Like, shout out to one of the guy who commented in my comment sections. I believe he said something like that, which is that honestly kind of brought the idea of me saying it. But I always kind of had the idea, but I just didn't think about it too much. But maybe that's just my benefit of the doubt of Tyronn Lue. But I again just make sure we win games in general too, because you do not want to get in a losing streak. But hey, that's a really bright spot for Brandon Boston because that dude has a lot of superstar potential. Because like, look, another thing about me is this is why I have so much passion with high upsides youth. Like, if it were up to me, I would not trade Brandon Boston Jr. under any conditions. I repeat, under any conditions, even if it's for a superstar, because Brandon Boston himself has a lot of superstar potentials. And if you trade Brandon Boston, I can guarantee you he's going to be immediately in the Rookie of the Year conversations. And you do not want to miss out on talent like that. So best thing to do is like if the Clippers, are really trying to win, you got to start incorporating Jay Scrub and Brandon Boston in rotations, just like how the Chicago Bulls are doing with Ao Dosunmu. Because you see Ao Dosunmu, he's balling out, and Brandon Boston will definitely ball out like a lot better than how Ao Dosunmu is doing. Like pretty much if Ty Lue, like let's just say um the front office and Bombers kind of said, "Hey, Ty Lue, if you get us a really big winning streak, I'll give you some I'll give you some type of extra money or whatever. So I bet, if Ty Lue really wants to do it, I'm sure he's gonna incorporate Brandon Boston and Jay Scrub in the lineup, and we're gonna definitely go on a big winning streak because like the Clippers' weaknesses is shot creation because you see how Luke Kennard plays. All Luke Kennard can do is pretty much shoot, which is that's not I'm not dissing Luke Kennard. I mean, he is a great player, but all he can do is kind of shoot. He does play pretty smart. So I just want to add it because I don't want to sound like I'm trying to throw shade to other players. Like, and then you see Reggie Jackson. He could create shots, but not as good as Brandon Boston. Um, Marcus Morris, he stands in the corner, makes some shots, does some tough stuff. But no way in heck he could create shots like Brandon Boston and Jay Scrub. But you see, like you kind of get the point that's another struggle that the Clippers have. So pretty much like that's just like do y'all get the detail? Because that's just pretty much that's like in my opinion the like one of the Clippers' biggest weaknesses. But hey, hopefully the Brandon Boston performance will cheer a lot of y'all up despite the loss we had. So this should definitely wrap up this video because again, this like this performance of Brandon Boston could kind of like calm the tough moments that the Clippers have against the Pelicans and the Warriors yesterday games. So again, have a great night, Clipper Nation, and thank you really much for viewing and as y'all know, go Clippers.